Well, here we are, folks. It is the start of a new campaign, a new season. It is officially basketball time as we welcome you in here to Southwestern Illinois College here on a Wednesday night as the season is underway. We're officially in the month of November. It's November 5th to be exact. And the Blue Storm play their second game of the regular season here in the 2025-2026 campaign. They welcome in the Huskies of SEMO Prep College. We welcome in to our pregame show. Steven Stock with you back for another year. Glad to have you along. And man, I can't tell you how much I've been missing basketball over the last few months, ever since that tough loss in March, that into the season over in Ina, Illinois on the campus of Red Lake College. I've been itching to get back to calling some basketball. And here we are finally here in the month of November. And here we are now with a new campaign, and I'm really excited for this season for SWIC. I feel like this year is going to be a big season. We saw a lot of flashes, a lot of explosiveness from last season. We kind of talked about it late at the end where nothing just really came together for SWIC. You finished the season on a 6-game losing streak where it just kind of felt like nothing was together, nothing was gelling. You had multiple players battling injuries. Well, here we are now with a lot of those key returners coming back that I'm really excited about. Matthew Elsey, Nick Horish, Jabari Weisinger's healthy. You have Julio Rogato, who had some really good games last year. Dylan Craven, who's currently hurt right now. He's obviously was really key for the offense last season, ran the whole thing. So SWIC has a lot of returners coming back, and they also, they lost a few guys as well, but they get some nice pieces in on a couple freshmen. You're looking at Deontay Montgomery Jr. is a guy that I'm kind of looking at right now. About Dustin Collins over from Centralia, Illinois. You get a big guy from Massachusetts, John Brigham as a sophomore, played at UMass the year prior. So there's some really pieces right now that I'm really excited about. And we're not even halfway through the roster talking about it. So this year I think is going to be a big season for head coach Jay Harrison. He's going to get his team back to where he usually is. This is a legendary coach who's always been really successful here at the JUCO Division I level. And SWIC has not been able to get to the district or region tournament championship game since 2017. It's the only appearance since then, and I feel like this is the season where they're going to break that streak and get there. After a season last year that went 16-15, went 7-12 in region play. You started off the year, you kind of were about 500 going into the month of December, going to the month of January, but then you have a really good stretch that ends up getting you to 12-6. But then you finished 4-9 in the last 13 games, including this ending the season on a 6-game losing streak. The season comes to an end when he played 2C Johnny Logan, who gave them a run for their money. We talk about that game. The game prior when we played them at John A. just about a week or two before then. You had a collapse in the first half. You come all the way back in the second half, and just I talk about a big thing with any team. When you put yourself in too much of a hole, it's just really tough to climb out of, because you're already so deep into it. When you start to think, oh, we're starting to see sunlight, you're maybe only 5 feet up and you still got 10 feet to go. So it was a really unfortunate end of the season, but coming in, SWIC is 1-0. We missed the game on Saturday. I've been covering SWIC volleyball, and I love volleyball so much. Don't get me wrong. I love covering our team here at SWIC. We have a great team, and hopefully we'll get some success this weekend. But covering basketball, though, man, I love the sport. It feels so good to be back. It kind of creeped up on me too. It's just it's kind of a thought in the back of my mind. We're getting close to November. Then it's November 1st. I'm like, oh my goodness, here we are. So I'm really looking forward to the road and the ride. I think our women's team is going to be really good as well. I think they have a shot to the national tournament. I think we're going to have a really, really fun, really, really good next few months. So hopefully you join me here on the journey in covering this SWIC basketball team. I'm so excited. And I think we're going to see a lot of success. I think we're going to see some really good games from a couple of these guys. I've got a chance to know these guys now for over a year. I know obviously a couple of these guys coming out of the 618 area code as well that I've been able to follow before here at SWIC, and I am really excited for all of them. Really, really excited to see what we can accomplish this season. I think we're going to see, as I mentioned, a big step forward and see some of these guys have some great years. And we'll start off with the game on Saturday where SWIC won over at Brusha University JV out of Kentucky, 113-87. Yeah, you gave up 87 points, but you end up winning by 26. You score 113. And if you remember last year, SWIC started the season with the win over Mobap's JV team, where you scored 113 points. That's the most points Swick has actually scored in a game since then. He scored 100 against Russia JV last time. That was late in the season, but 113 is the most since then. And there's a few places I can go when discussing this box score, but I just want to kind of start off with the scoring. Matthew Elsey leading the way with 20 points. I really think last year he turned into, I think he was hurt for a little bit, and when he came back, he really turned into the number one guy for Swick on offense. This is a guy that's going to get busy for you. We know that. This is a guy, put the ball in his hands, he's going to try to find a way to get a shot. He's not a guy that's going to shoot the three ball. He's a guy that's going to knock down the mid-range. He's a guy that's going to get busy down low. And when I say get busy down low, it's not just the offensive side, layups, being busy in the paint. Being busy in the paint also means getting rebounds and playing defense. He had 5 rebounds in the win Saturday, 2 offensively as well. We'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. As Swick put up 52 boards against Russia JV. He also had 2 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks, 2 turnovers. Swick did end up turning the ball 19 times. We'll talk about that here in a little bit as well, as they were without Dylan Cray, who's battling an injury. We'll talk a little bit more probably on the postgame. Hopefully tonight we can get assistant coach Ryan Leesfield. Man, I can't wait to sit down with him. Oh, my goodness, man. Everything's coming at me tonight, man. I can't wait. But we'll talk about that later on with him. You also have Noah Blocker, who's going to be down for a little bit of time here as well. But Matthew Elsey, 20 points leading the way. Then you have Quan Little. I forgot to talk about him, open things up. This is a guy that played up in Peoria High School, had a really solid high school career last year. He had some games where he was really good, but it never really was consistent. This year, I think if he stays consistent, man, this is a guy that can really shoot the ball, and he's efficient too. In the game, he went 5 for 11, 3 for 7 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line. How about the guy as well? This guy could go board. This is a guy in Quad Little that's 6'0", man. I'm taller than him. I'm 6'1". I'm taller than him. He's going out there getting 7 rebounds in a game. He also had 6 assists. He led the way on that side of the ball with 6 assists, 2 steals, and 17 points for Quan Little on Saturday. How about Julio Rogado? This is a guy that is going to be, I think, if Swick wants to be really good down low, is you get Julio Rogado busy, and you get him the ball anytime he can. He got to start Saturday. Double-double for the sophomore. Now, I'm going to say sophomore out of Italy. 16 rebounds and 16 points, 11 rebounds, had 6 offensively, put up 3 blocks, 2 steals. Man, I think Julio, if everything went well this offseason, if these players are taking the next step, Julio is the guy that you're going to say, if he takes the next step, what can he not do? I mean, this is a guy that he can go down there and get you a board anytime. He can go get you a stop. You post him up on the right or left block. He's going to get down there and try and get you a bucket. I love Julio, and he's a guy that's strong. He is strong, and he's coming in 6'7", the height 220. He's a guy that's going to go out there and get rebounds for you. I really think he's going to have a good year. Jamari Weisinger got the start as well. He only put up 3 points. He only got 3 shots off. So I'm really thinking he did have 5 assists though. We'll talk about him not doing anything, scoring the ball, but he made his impact known other ways. 5 assists and 3 steals. Swick had 14 steals, 7 blocks, 21 total in those 2 categories. And Jamari led the way in steals with 3. No one else had 3 steals. He also put up a rebound as well. Went 1 for 1 from the line and made a field goal. 0 for 1 from 3. I follow this guy at Collinsville. When he's got some range, and I'm hoping we can see some Jamari Weisinger range, because that's a kid that can pull it from the volleyball line, and he's not afraid to pull it, and he gets that shot going. Watch out. Nicky Tony, that was a guy that Swick was missing in the last season. 13 points starting, 5 for 7. He also had a really good game, rebounding 9 rebounds, was 1 away from a double-double. 3 assists, 2 steals to go with 13 points off the bench. You had Brady Klein with 2 points, Dante Montgomery with 5. Dustin Collins with 1. Justin Bowen with 2. Elliot Tescalili, he had 7. John Brigham, 13 points. And how about Zach Chambers going 4 for 4? He went 5 for 5 from the line. That's a guy, by the way, I have to pull it up from Collinsville. I don't remember him being that great of a free throw shooter at Collinsville. King Zach with 13 going 5 for 5 from the line. As Swick got it done against Russia JV. They are going for their first 2-0 start tonight since 2022. That year, they defeated Mobap JV 91-84 and SEMO Prep 77-52. Ended up starting 6-2 in those first 8 games, and that's one of the best years Swick's had in recent memory. 21-12 that year, falling in the Region 24 semifinal. Vince Sims 66-59. Jay Harrington and his crew begins another campaign tonight as they bring in the Huskies. This SEMO Prep College out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, looking for 2-0 start before they get a top dog in Moberly Area Community College next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in our Swick basketball. Man, I'm used to volleyball. I'm used to the fall. It's wintertime almost. We're in the month of November. Wake up. This is Swick basketball pregame show. Thanks for tuning in. The tip is moments away.
And we welcome you in here to Southwestern Illinois College. It's game number 2 of the regular season here for the Blue Storm as they take on the Huskies of SEMO Prep College. I want to welcome in Stuart Stockley. Glad to have you along. And here we go, folks. First game of the season for me after Swick got a win on Saturday. And we got a long road ahead this regular season. Let's see if we can make it a 2-0 start. Swick going for their first 2-0 start since 2022. That year they would start 6-2 in their first 8 games. It would carry an overall record of 21-11. I would take that a 20-win season. Swick last year coming off a 16-15 campaign where things got really tough at the end of the season. We'll see how this year starts. You start off well with the win in the win column Saturday. Let's see how we do it tonight here on a Wednesday night. The jump ball is going to be won by the Huskies, who are in red jerseys, black text, black numerals, white text, as they'll bring it right to left on your TV screen. The Blue Storm are in gray jerseys. We're going to get an offensive foul called right away. It's going to go against number 10 for the Huskies. That's going to be Riante Walker. Swick is in gray jerseys, blue text, white numerals. And for head coach Jay Hurts in his second game of this 2025-26 campaign, this is how the starting lineup will look. It'll be a sophomore to Italy, number 1, Giulio Orgato. A sophomore to Peoria, Illinois, number 11, Quan Little. A sophomore to Collinsville, Illinois, number 12, Jamari Weisinger. A sophomore out of Collinsville, Illinois, Nick Horace. Here's Quan for 3, no good. Horace wearing number 24, and then wrapping things out, a sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 23, Matthew Elsey. We're going to get a foul called on the missed shot. It's going to go against Elsey on Swick, and both teams have picked up a foul. We're only 33 seconds in. That's how it usually starts, right? You get a foul call right away. That's how you know it's officially go time. So both teams have picked up a foul, 33 seconds in. Swick will move left to right. Huskies moving right to left. This is how they look. At number 0, Jared Staple, junior, number 1, Derek Johnson, junior, number 3, Chris Artis. That shot's going to be no good. Number 10, Riante Walker, number 11, Reckerman Wallace for the Huskies as their starting 5 tonight. Missed shots. Swick will bring it back here with Jamari Weisinger. Really excited to see how he plays tonight. Missed a majority of last season. Went down, I believe, in the month of December. Quad, pull-up shot. There's Quan Little on the board. It's 2-0 Swick. First bucket of the night for Little. And here comes the Huskies going the way down their end. The layup good for Chris Artis. The Swick put on a little full-court pressure there. And the Huskies beat it. We're tied up at 2. Here's Nick Horace. He wants to bring it across the timeline. Double team will slow it down to give it off to Weisinger. Those two have passed the ball around numerous times. Nicky Tony for 3. Bang! Nick Horace with the first 3, and it's 5-2. I think Nick Horace, if he can stay healthy, man, there's the steal, and there's the jam time! That didn't take long to get our first bang and our first jam time, and it belongs to Giulio Rogato. It's 7-2. Here comes the 3 for the left wing. That one will brick for the Huskies. Swick will bring it back with Weisinger. Gets out to Giulio. 2-on-2. He wants to go all the way. Layup good as Giulio hits the deck, and it's 9-2. Rogato with 4. 9-2, 2 minutes in. Swick leading by 7. Huskies will bring it back across the timeline. They beat the pressure all the way to the basket. Whistle foul, count the basket, it's good. For Artist, he's got all 4 for the Huskies. The foul will be called against Swick's Jamari Weisinger. That's his first. Second team foul. Back and forth there. And see twice now where the Huskies have beat that full court pressure. Get it down and get it a layup. As Nick Horace will take his first rest of the night. Braden Klein, sophomore in out of Alton, or I guess Godfrey. It would be Godfrey, Illinois. I was thinking Alton Marquette, but out of Godfrey, Illinois. It's probably more official. Free throw is no good. Free throw is no good. Swick will get it back here on the baseline. Excuse me. I was trying to get a sip of water, and it went down the wrong goal, but I think we're good. 9-4, Weisinger will bring it across the timeline. Already first game, 2.5 minutes in, already having issues. Weisinger will get it off to Elsey. Going to be a long season. Elsey up top, going to drill, trying to get on the board. He led the way. It scored on Saturday. Elsey all the way, contested, layup, no good. Offensive board, put back, yes. Elsey's on the board. Swick with 4 total scores, and it's 11-4. SEMO Prep bringing it back all the way. Layup good, as the bucket was for Tyson Thompson. He's on the board, and it's 11-6. 17-10 to play in the first half. Jamari bringing it back, looking for him to go on the board. His shot's going to be deflected out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Weisinger, and it'll go to Husky ball. Swick will lose it out of bounds on the layup by Weisinger. Gave it a good shot there. You see Jamari trying to get on the board. He's a guy that can score, and I talked a little bit on the pregame about, he is so lethal from 3. I mean, you cannot give him any space because he's going to make it. But also, I feel like he's done a really good job, especially during high school and watching him his senior year. He can finish. There's a steal. Braden Klein. BK gets it out to Quan Little. Pull up mid-range. Missed it too short. Rebound tipped. Who did it go off of last? They're going to say went off of Swick last. As Elsey was battling there. Couldn't get it. Goes out. Weisinger out. Horus back in on the dead ball. $16:51 to go here in the first half. 11-6 to score. Huskies pass could be stolen away. Matthew Elsey on the inbound stole it. Has it on the left wing. He'll give it to Julio on the left block. He's got a mismatch. Got to watch out. Julio all the way. Couldn't finish. A little bit too short. Ball is loose on the floor. And Julio underneath the basket won it. And they're going to call a held ball. The possession arrow, it will be in favor of the Blue Storm. So Swick will keep it on the baseline. 20 on the shot clock. And 16:37 on the game clock. So far, 4 scores for Swick. Julio with 4. Horus with 3. And then Quan and Matthew both with 2. Quan will throw it up for Elsey up top. He'll track it down near the volleyball line. We'll throw it in for Julio. Has it down, back it down. Inside the paint, going to try and put it up. We have a whistle as he try to go up with it. And it's going to go against SEMO Prep. That'll be their second team foul. It's going to go against number 15. Tyson Thompson is first. They'll send Julio to the line. Regata, very, very solid free throw shooter. Last year hit some clutch ones against Rend Lake to send the game to overtime with the game on the line. And his first one will be a miss tonight. A little bit of a jinx right there. 4 for 5. Coming in 80% after Saturday's win. Second one for Julio is good. Able to go 1 for 2. He's got 5 points on the night, 12-6. Swick leading. They'll get it across the timeline. 2 wide open guys all the way. The layup, he missed it. Oh, man, Swick will catch the break on the missed layup by Walker. I mean, they had 2 guys wide open. They completely beat the press. And then just missed it. BK wide open 3, bricked it. Offensive board, Horus put back a little bit too strong, couldn't get to go. Huskies throw it right to Elsey, and he'll take advantage of the ball and throw it right to him. And SEMO Prep will take the timeout. Elsey with 4 after the turnover by SEMO, and it's 14-6, with their largest lead of 8. We have 16:03 to go in the first half. Back in a moment. This is Swick men's basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. Eight-point lead. Swick's largest 3 possessions here as we play with less than 16 minutes to go in the first half. Huskies called their first timeout. And we're going to foul down the other end near the baseline. And it will be called on Swick's Julio Rogato. That's his first 3rd team foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls. And believe we're going to have a media timeout. That's the under 16. I forget, man, we got media timeouts now again. 15:53 to go as the under 16 has arrived. It's 14-6. Back in a moment. This is SWIC basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. SWIC out of the media timeout will be Braden Klein, Matthew Elsey, Julie Regato, Quan Little, Nick Horace out there. Huskies will have it on the baseline. 21 on the shot clock. They get into the corner. SWIC will double team. They'll throw it to the block. Another double team up top. Open man. Now kick out to the corner. SWIC able to rotate there with Little. Huskies have with Artis. Will throw it up top. 10 on the shot clock at the logo. Here the volleyball line. Horace all over. Johnson Jr. will throw it towards the corner. Now down to 2. 1. Got to get something off. They get it off on a 3. In and out. They're going to call it a shot clock. It was no good, but they're going to say they're not getting it off in time. They found that shot just a little bit too late. And a shot clock violation will go back to SWIC. 15:32 to go in the first half. 14-6. Having an 8-point lead. Currently their largest. Looking to make it double digits. BK crossed the timeline. Has it at the volleyball line. Dribble with the left hand. Will throw it for Elsey up top. Now goes inside for Julio. He's going to be double teamed and held. They're going to call a foul. Going to call it on 13, I believe. That's going to go against Christian Tanios. It'll be SWIC ball on the baseline. Jabari Weisinger into the ball game will be the trigger man. In for Quan Little gets his first rest. Elsey fumbled it, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. They threw it for Elsey near the half-court line, and just couldn't hold on to it. Fumbled it across the half-court, and that's going to be a backcourt over the back, and it'll go back to the Huskies as SWIC will turn it over. Turned it over on Saturday, number of 19 times. And something you're going to have to clean up. And I think that will obviously get cleaned up over the course of the season. When, it's only the second game. Obviously, that was the first game, but 19 turnovers. It's going to be tough to win ball games when you're committing that many. SEMO trying to get it in. They'll throw it into the backcourt. This one near the baseline, and they throw it away out of bounds. As Chris Artis was trying to track it down, he never really had an opportunity. It was just thrown way too fast. And it's thrown out of bounds. And SWIC will get it back at half court. This will be right in front of Coach Steve Campo. Horace will throw it into the backcourt for Jamari, who will bring it across the timeline. He's looking to get on the board here. He'll throw it for Julio up top. Back face of the basket. We'll give it off to BK on the right wing. Bounce pass, Julio inside, and we're going to call another whistle. This is going to be another foul. This will be the 5th on SEMO. I mean, Julio's drawing all of them down there. I don't know how many. That's at least the 3rd he's drawn tonight. At least the 3rd. SWIC will now have it on the right baseline. 15:02 to play. We'll bounce pass it to Elsey. Going to put up off the glass. Got it, Matthew, with the bucket. And Matt's got 6. Had 20 on Saturday. I think he might be SWIC's leading scorer this year. That'll be my bet. Wide open 3. That one's going to brick, hit the front of the rim. Now Weisinger throwing it for Matt. Elsey all the way. Jam time. 2-handed flush. That's our second one tonight. Elsey's got 8. And now he's leading the way in score at those last 2 buckets. SEMO, a little head fake. And loose ball. We're going to have a foul call. That's going to be against, is that Julio? That's going to be his second. And he's got to come out at that, I believe, That's his second. It is. I see if Coach Harrington will keep him in. Nope, we'll pull him. And we'll get appearance from the sophomore out of Massachusetts, John Brigham. Sophomore played at UMass, and I'm really excited to see how he is. He's a guy he's got some length on him, 6'9", 220. Huskies get in for the baseline. Will throw into the corner, still looking for their first threes. They're down by 12. It stepped out of bounds, so the sideline was Wallace. Another turnover. And Swick will get it back. Of course, they'll throw it in for Jamari Weisinger. Quan Little will come in the next dead ball. I got to get used to Quan wearing number 11, man. He was number 4 last year, and it's different for sure. A little challenging. Jamari, here's the range for 3. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by SEMO's Chris Artis. He'll bring it across the timeline. Then lost it. Elsie with the steal. Will throw it for BK. He wants to throw it all the way to the basket. Layup good. Braden Klein on the board. That will make it 5 total scores for Swick tonight. And it's a 14-point lead, their largest. Huskies bringing it back inside. Matthew, good defense. We're going to get a foul called, though. Let's see who that's going to be. I believe it's going to go against Elsie. It will be. That's going to be his second. So you got him and Julio both with 2 fouls. That's Swick's 16th foul. BK will come out. Quan back into the ball game. 13:57 to play. 20-6 to score in favor of the Blue Storm. Huskies have not scored in over 2.5 minutes. Up top, Nicky Tony forcing the ball loose. Tracked down. Swick with the pressure will get the steal. Here comes Elsie. Throwing it for Jamari. It's a 4-on-1. Gives it off the quad. Easy layup. I mean, who do you want taking the shot right there? I mean, you had like 4 options that could have taken the shot. And it goes to Quan. He's got 4, 22-6 inside for the Huskies. Looking for points, no good, but a foul, as that was Thompson drawing it. He'll go against Swick's Quan Little, his first. And it will be 2 free throws coming for the Huskies. I believe this is their first trip of the night. The second trip, they went 0 for 1 on the and 1. That first one will miss. One thing I'm interested to see how Swick will be for the free throw line. There was a couple rough games last year where Swick just was not great for the free throw line. That's something we'll see how it goes this year. See if you get more scoring as well. Had a couple moments in games, big games, where you were inconsistent. You couldn't get a bucket, especially at the end of first halves. Second free throw is good for Thompson. He's got 3, going 1 for 2. Two new players in. BK back into the ball game, and also a freshman out of Quebec. And you're going to have to stick with me here as over this course of the season as I get this last name down, pronunciation. Elliot Tilakile is into the ball game. I'm going to work on it. It's going to be not coming out the way I want it to tonight, but I promise you as we get a little bit into this season, a couple games in, we'll have it down. He is a freshman wing out of Quebec. We're at number 22, and he's got the ball here. Throw it inside, going to be stolen away. It was deflected. Huskies bringing it back. Or near the block, will throw it up top. Head fake, kick out, wide open 3, catch and shoot. Missed it, too short, and it hits the top of the hoop. That's going to be out of bounds, so the missed 3 by Nicholas Sagarin. 13:07 to play in the first half, 22-7. Weisinger will bring it back. Huskies without a field goal in over 3 minutes. Quan will come in next dead ball. Jamari looking to get on the board. Has it on the left key. Does a little spin up top for BK. Out to Tilakile. Now throws it inside for Brigham, and then we're going to have a foul. And that is going to be the 6th team foul. Tilakile and Klein will come out, and we'll see Dustin Collins, another newcomer, freshman wing out of Centralia High School, Centralia, Illinois. Quan Little also in. A 7th team foul will send John Brigham to the line for 1-1. Went 5 for 8 from the free throw line on Saturday, 63%. And his first one's no good. Offensive board, Dustin Collins. Gets it out to Jamari up top for Horace. Has it at the volleyball line. He'll slow things down. 15 on the shot clock. Gets out to Weisinger. Now on the wing for Collins. Ball fake. Moving to the left block. Down to 7. Trying to post up. We're going to draw a foul. That's going to be number 8. And we have another trip coming to the line. This time it'll be Collins. He'll get a 1-1 as the foul will go against Derek Johnson Jr. his first, and here is Collins at the line. 1 for 2. And he'll miss his free throw. Swick has yet to make a field. He's only made one field goal tonight. One free throw tonight. Sorry. 1 for 4. Here's Collins with the steal. Gives it off for Little. Then he lost out of his hands. It'll go out of bounds off of Little. Just lost it out of bounds. It's a slippery ball sometimes. He couldn't hold on. 22-7. Swick is up by 15. Holding on to their largest lead. Got 12:15 to play here in the first half. Bounce pass across the timeline for Artis in the corner. Catch and shoot three. Bang, got it. Nicholas Sakarin with the three. Missed his last one. That's the third score night for the Huskies. They'll end a streak over almost 4 minutes without a field goal. Pass inside, deflected out of bounds. They're going to say off of Swick as they'll turn it over again. Zach Chambers will check in, but before we do, do we want to take a media? It's right at 12. I guess we will not. Yeah, the Huskies will bring it right to left. It's right at 12 on the dot. 12-0-0. But Zach Chambers into the ball game. John Brigham out. Huskies with it. We'll throw it up top here for Artis. Weisinger now help from Horace in the corner. Back up top. Artis again holding on to in the left key. BK will come in next dead ball. Throws it inside. Going to be tipped. Huskies get it with Johnson Jr. A wide open three. That one's going to miss. Offensive board keeps the possession alive. Up top, ball fake. Now kick out right key here with Artis. We'll throw it for Johnson Jr. 12 of the shot clock after the offensive board is going to do a pull-up mid-range on Collins. No good. Quan Little will pull down the rebound. He'll bring it left to right across the timeline. Quan 22-10 up by 12. 11 minutes to play. Pull-up shot for the left. Double all net from Quan. That was a pretty jumper. Oh, he missed an air ball. I thought it went in. Oops. Chambers inside. Dunk is no good. And we're going to get a foul. I thought Quan made that. That looked good. But I guess the air ball, I mean, it looked like it just went straight through the net. Oops. Zach Chambers fouled. He'll shoot 2. Let's talk about Zach Chambers' free throw shooting on the pregame. 5 for 5. We'll see how he does here. Now we're going to take the media with right at 11 minutes to go in the first half. 22-10. Swick leading by 12. Free throws coming for the big man at Collinsville when we come back. This is Swick men's basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. Zach Chambers, King Zach at the line. Will shoot 2. Swick is also in the double bonus, so they'll be shooting 2 free throws for the remainder of this first half. And Chambers will miss the first. Swick is, I believe, 1 for 5 from the free throw line to start tonight. Chambers will get another. Got it. He's on the board. Swick now with 6 total scores. And it's 23-10, up by 13. As we come back here in the under 12 media timeout, wide open 3. That one's going to miss. Offensive board. Huskies stay with. They'll throw it up top. Now out in the left wing. Here comes another catch and shoot 3. Airballed it off of Jamari and out of bounds. Just couldn't hold on to it. Nick Horace will check back in. Braden Klein will come out. He'll be on the right baseline here at Jared Staple Jr. He'll have it on the baseline. And that's going to be 5 seconds. Swick will force the turnover. They'll come back to the Blue Storm. Nick Horace will throw it in for Jamari. Gets it back to Horace. Off for Little. And it's back to Weisinger. He'll bring it across the timeline. Walks it across, 22 on the shot clock. Going up top to his right, gets a screen from Collins. Man falls down, wide open three. Bang! And there is Dustin Collins for three. The freshman out of Centralia getting it on the board. As we'll have an injury timeout, and hopefully the player down for the Huskies is all right. And he'll be helped up, and hopefully he's all right. I believe that's number, I don't have a jersey number yet. And that is, I still can't get a jersey number. It's number 0, Jared Staple Jr. He's helped to the bench, and hopefully he's all right. We have 10:28 to play in the first half, 26-10 in favor of the Blue Storm. Dustin Collins hitting that three. That's his first made field goal of his collegiate career. Went 1 for 2 from the free throw line on Saturday, and they're going to give Quan a free throw. And it is good. I'm not sure what we had. Made it 27-10. And the second one's good, so Quan will go 2 for 2. And Little's off to 6 on the night. I think he's going to have a big year scoring the basketball. I think he's going to be a really good shooter. I really think that. And I'm not saying that just because I love Quan. I had him in my English class last semester. I have him in my Intro to American Government class this semester. I just think he's a really good basketball player that's trying to take that next step, and I think he will this season. Collins gets the rebound after the missed shot. We'll bring it back. About halfway home here in this first half. Collins kick out the Quan to the corner. Drive it for the left block. Puts it up, no good, but a foul. And we have more free throws coming here for the Blue Storm with 10:03 to go in the first half. And it'll be Quan Little back to the line, trying to build off a 2 for 2 start. As Swick is up by 18. First one coming here for Quan Little, and it's good. Little off to 7, trying to tie Elsey for the score in the lead. And he goes 4 for 4 in his last 4 free throw attempts. And he makes it a 20-piece in the lead for Swick, 30-10. Halfway home in the first half. Huskies double teamed on the sideline. And we're going to get a foul as Collins and Klein were there. It's going to go against Collins. It's going to be his first. Elliot Keeley will come back into the ball game. Dustin Collins will come out. And this one will be triggered in right to the right of the Swick bench. Derek Johnson Jr. will have it. Tika Keeley going to guard the inbound. Gets it in. Here come the Huskies. Kick out right corner. Catch and shoot three. Going to be blocked out of bounds. Chambers and Tika Keeley were there. And Huskies will have it now right in front of the Swick bench. Got 18 on the shot clock. Johnson Jr. will trigger it in. Bounce pass into the corner. Now kicking it back out. We'll throw it inside on the left block. Try to put it up in a foul. As that was Walker trying to go up for it. And a foul that's going to be called against Swick's Quan Little. That's going to be his second. So you got 3 guys now with 2 fouls. Julio Regato, we've not seen out there for a while. Quan Little and Matthew Elsey all picking up 2 each, as that's the 7th total team foul in the Blue Storm. First free throw is no good by Walker, a little bit too strong. Once again, another little bit of a score drought here for SEMO, as the Huskies have not been able to score here in a little bit. Second one is good. Walker on the board, that's their 4th total score. BK across the timeline for Little. Pull up 3 for the wing. Bang! Quan Little has 11. Our first double-digit score of the night, and it's 33-11. Swick has tripled the Huskies' points tonight. And now here's Tia Keeley on a steal. will throw it for BK. Across the timeline for Quan. Throws it to Horace in the corner. Now inside, going to be stolen away. A turnover there as it was stolen away by Johnson Jr. Nick Horace gets it back. Tiakili inside, puts it up. No good. Couldn't get to go in the layup. It's going to go out of bounds off of Swick. And SEMO Prep will have it 9:16 to play in the first half. Jamario Weisinger will check back in. Nick Horace will come out. Derek Johnson Jr. will trigger it in. Gets it in for Artis. Back to Johnson. Across the timeline here with Robertson inside. Layup all the way. Good. As there is Oriante Walker. He's got the last three. 33-13, 20-point game. Weisinger pull up three. No good. And that one for the right wing. And then on the rebound, going to be a foul. If that's against Little. That's his third. And it is. He's got to come out. He's got three of them. Weisinger will come out. That's also going to put SEMO Prep in the 1-1. Horse back into the ball game. I think I got Little at 3. It might be at 2, but I got 3 on mine. It might be off by 1. But if that's, it would be 3, 2. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. I got 5, 7. It might be one too many. Maybe Little has 2 actually. Free throws no go to the 1-1. BK up top, bringing it back. We'll give it off for Chambers on a bounce pass. Back out to BK on the key. Now out for Horace. Back to Klein up top, 12 of the shot clock. Gets a screen from Chambers. Bounce pass corner. Horace for 3, missed it. Swick not able to make a couple threes tonight. They've only been able to make 2 so far. A loose ball. Swick gets it back with Little, then he traveled. Ended up walking without dribbling. 8:30 to go in the first half. 33-13, a 20-point game. This will be here with the Huskies. They'll bring it back all the way. Going to be a foul. And let's see who that's going to go out on. Or be called on, sorry. And it will go against Swick's number 22, Elliot Tiakili. That's his first 19 foul. They called it on the shot, so 2 free throws here for Wallace. 8:19 to go, 33-13. Swick leading by 20. First free throw's good. Wallace on the board. Huskies now up to 5 total scores on the night. Matthew Elsey waiting to come in. Second one is good. And Wallace has 2. Going 2 for 2. Elsey will check in. Zach Chambers will come out. Went 1 for 2 from the line his time out there. Horace will give it to Little. Running left to right. 33-15. Off for BK. Before walked up across the time, I'll give it a Little. He'll get it across. Now Horace inside on the way. Layup through the contact, and he got it. Nicky Tony. He's got 5, and there's almost a steal. Now it will be a steal with Little. All the way to the basket. Watch out for Quan Little, baby. He's got 13. I mean, oh my goodness. Here comes the 3 from the wing. Bang, got it. Huskies get a 3 from Robertson. Now off to 6 total scores. Little with 13 tonight leading the way. 37-18, 19-point lead. BK up top. 7.5 to go. Next dead ball, the under 8 media timeout. Gives it for Elsey. Now up top for Horace. He's going to launch a 3. Bang! There's another splash for Nick Horace. He's got his last 2 buckets to go. Last 2 shots. He's got 8. Swick at 40 points tonight, 40-18. Now in the right block. Huskies inside. Going to be a triple team. They'll kick out. Wide open 3 for the right wing. Missed it. Rebound tipped up in the air. Little battling for it. Comes back to the Huskies. They'll throw it left block. Lamp missed it. Rebounded by Horace. Looking in for Clyde. He'll bring it back. Bounce pass for Tiakili. Now for Elsey. Too short. Stolen away. Off the turnover. Huskies moving all the way. Horace hits the deck. Offensive foul. Nick Horace draws the charge. And it's 40-18. And that will bring us to the under 8 media timeout. Swick leads by 22. And they'll get the ball and we come back. Back in a moment. This is SWIC men's basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. 6:45 to go here in the first half. It's a 22-point lead for the Blue Storm out of the immediate timeout. They'll throw it for College. Horace, Little, Weisinger, and Elsey also out there for the Blue Storm. Horace has it on the right wing. They'll throw it for Little down to Elsey in the corner. 8 drives all the way to the basket. Layup, no, but a foul. Matthew Elsey draws the contact. He's going to get 2 shots with it. Going to go against SEMO's number 11. That's going to be Walls picking up his first. And Elsey at the line will shoot 2. Did not shoot any free throws on Saturday. 0 for 0. And his first one of the new campaign is no good. We're going to crack at it here. Interesting to see that free throw shooting numbers right here when we get the stats at halftime. Second one is good. Elsey with 9. Just a point away from becoming the second double-digit score tonight for SWIC. On the half-court line, and we're going to get a foul. SWIC double-teamed the ball carrier there, which was Artis. It's going to go against Collins. That's going to be his second. Got a couple players here with 2 fouls. Got a couple. Rigato. Little's got at least 2. I think he might have 3. Collins down with 2, and Elsey with 2. I think Juan's got 3, but I might be wrong. I think I might be 1 ahead, and we'll see at halftime what they got. It is a double bonus. That's the 10th team foul of the half, and the first one's good for Artis. He's got 5, so both teams shooting 2 free throws for the remainder of this first half. Teal Keeley into the ball game. Collins is out. Second one for Artis. Try to go 2 for 2. Got them both. He's got 6 of the night for the Huskies and scoring. 41-20, 21-point game. This will be Jamari. Bringing it back across the timeline. Gets it to Horace. Out for Quan. Now for Teal Keeley. Lost it out of bounds. We're going to say off the SWIC. Another turnover. Back to SEMO Prep. 6-11 to play here in the first half. Huskies get in here. Pass inside, gonna put it up. Got it, whistle foul, count the basket, it's good. And 1 for Walker. Huskies with the last 4, they'll try to make it 5 as the foul's on Jamari Weisinger. Check that, yeah it is. That's gonna be his second. Teal Keeley will come out, Zach Chambers will come in. SWIC will bring it back. Under 6 minutes to play, 41-23. Little on the wing, up top for Horace. They'll throw it out for Weisinger. Takes it off for Little, back to Jamari. Here's some range. In and out, would it go? Elsey off fits a portal, clean it up. Clean up on aisle 23 as Matthew Elsey has 11. He'll enter double digits. Second double-digit score tonight, 43-23, 20-point lead. Huskies will bring it back out of the left key, now up top here with Artis. Goes it in the corner, drive it, puts up a pull-up shot, airballed it, offensive board, put back, yes, for Walker. Somehow got that to go over the very tall 6'9" Zach Chambers. Weisinger in the corner for Elsey. Holding on to it as it put on the deck. Now throw it for Chambers, left block. Little inside for the free throw line. Double team, gotta find him in. Gets it out to Horace. Back out to Little, right corner three. Bang! Quan Little with 16 of the night. And Quan's made it a 21-point lead. Huskies will have it back here with Artis. They'll throw it out for Walker. Up top, lost it. Loose ball. LC recovers. Here comes Horace. Throws it for LC. Jam time on an alley-oop. Swick got a little fancy with it as Horace gave it to LC for the flush. He's got 13 at injury timeout as SEMO's Wallace goes down, and hopefully he's all right. 48-25, 4:34 to go, and Swick again had a couple options. He didn't know, you don't know really want to go to, and Horace said, "I'm gonna throw it up for you, LC." Throws it down. (48-25). We're going to take a timeout. 4:34 to go. We're back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. (48-25). Swick leading by 23. 4.5 to play in the first half. Swick, largest lead as well. Almost stole it away. It will be stolen away. Horace throwing it for Little. Here comes Quan, another alley-oop, and there's Jamari Weisinger. Back-to-back alley-oop flushes from LC to Weisinger, and it's a 50-25 lead. Swick with the largest lead at 25, and they have doubled. They have doubled the Huskies' points tonight, as we're going to get a foul for a reach. That's going to be called on LC. That's going to be his third. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for SEMO's Chris Artis. Elliot Keeley will come back in. First free throw is good for Artis. He's got 7, trying to tie the lead with Walker scoring the lead for the Huskies. Second one good, 50-27. Artis with 8. Weisinger will bring it back across the timeline. In the corner for Horace. Back to Jamari. 3:50 to play in the first half. Little in the corner. Back out to Quan on a pass from Horace. Gets it out to Jamari. Thought about pulling up for a 3. Throws it for Teal Keeley. Free throw line. Pass going to be stolen away. He had a little bit of space there. That zone defense for the Huskies forces the turnover. They'll throw it in the corner. Now bounce pass up top. We'll give it off to Robertson. Inside, stolen away. Here comes Quan Little making plays. He'll bring it across. 3.5 to go. Pull up 3 up top. Missed it. Rebound. Bring him inside. Got it. Put it up and drew the foul. He'll have 2 free throws. And we will take the under 4 media timeout. 50-27. Swick leading by 23. Free throws coming for the sophomore to Massachusetts, John Brigham, when we come back. This is Swick men's basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. Brigham at the line will shoot 2 free throws. Right, sophomore to Massachusetts, a transfer. He'll get the first one to go, and he's on the board. He is now the 9th total scorer for Swick, as we still have 3:21 to play in this first half. 51-27, trying to make it 25. He missed it, goes 1 for 2. Rebounded by the Huskies. They'll bring it back here. This will be with Robertson across the timeline. Jamario pick up on him, goes inside the paint, puts up a runner for the free throw. Missed it badly as it hit the backboard. And it'll be Weisinger, brings it back across the timeline. Throws it for Little. Now inside for Brigham, going inside, double teamed. Goes to his left, puts it up. He was trying to go to his right, and he got denied. And 2 guys roadblocks right there. He said, let me go to my left instead. Ended up working out. Huskies bringing it back. 53-27. Swick's largest lead at 26. 3-ball not going to fall. Rebounded by Horace. He'll bring it back under 2:40 to play. Across the timeline. Nicky Tony drive all the way. Puts it up. Got it. Easy runner for Horace. And he's got 10. He says, I'm going to be the 3rd double-digit scorer tonight for Swick. Little with 16. Elsie with 13. Horace with 10. That's a good start for those 3. I think those 3, there'll be a couple guys this year that are going to be top of scoring, but I think those 3 will be top 5 every night. Here comes a 3, no good. Rebounded by Little, and you don't have Dylan Craven out there either. He's hurt. That changes state of this offense. Keeley all the way. Layup good. Off the glass and a whistle foul. Count the basket coming with it. Swick has now made it a 30-point lead. Weisinger will come out. Braden Klein back into the ball game. Swick now with 10 scores tonight, 3 of them double digits. It's going to be really interesting how the offense plays when Craven's back. I mean, obviously things are going to be different without DC out there running the offense because, man, he plays a pivotal part of this offense. Horace coming out of nowhere, picks it off. Little, under 2 minutes to go in the first half, a 30-point lead, 57-27. Gives it for BK. Out on the right side of the court. Now for Little on the left key. 15 on the shot clock, looking at a screen, moving right. Gives it out to BK. Holding on to it. Bounce pass inside. Going to be stolen away. Huskies have it. They'll bring it back, and then we're going to get a foul as Klein on a slap was fighting for it. That'll be the first one on BK. And both teams in the double bonus. They've been in the double bonus for a while. We'll have 2 free throws here. Got 98 seconds to play here in this first half. And the first one is good for Nicholas Sakarin. He's got 4. Try to go 2 for 2 in this second one. Makes them both. He's got 5. 28-point lead, 90 seconds to go. Klein will have it, give it off for Little, the bounce pass. Now it's going to be with Brigham. Up top for Horace, faking the pass, back to Brigham at the free throw line. 15 on the shot clock, back face the basket. Gets it to Horace, back out. Brigham, he's going to launch a 3. Missed it too strong. Horace offensive board, keeps the possession alive. Out of the wing, we'll throw it inside for Keeley. Back it down with 15, Brigham inside. Head fake, puts it up. No good, but a foul, and he draws another one. And he's going to get 2 free throws again with 1 for 2 in his last trip just about a minute ago. 1:09 to go here in the first half. Coming up, we'll have your halftime report. We'll break down the first half numbers for you, get you the scoring numbers, team numbers, and get all that for you at halftime. First one's no good for Brigham. We'll get another. See if he can go 1 for 2 again. He'll take 50%. Missed it. Went 0 for 2. BK with an offensive board. That's another number we got to track is the rebounds. BK on the wing. 15 on the shot clock. 60 seconds to play. Horace holding on to it. Up top for Little. Thought about a 3. He'll drive inside. Puts up a one-handed layup. Missed it too good on the teardrop. Was too strong. Offensive board battling. Shots no good. Another offensive board. Brigham has it. Out for BK, left corner 3. Bang! There's the first 3-pointer of the year for Braden Klein. BK for 3. have it your way. 60-29, a 31-point lead. 30 seconds to play. Out of the left wing, Huskies driving all the way. Teardrop good for Tanios. He's on the board. And it's 60-31. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds to play in the first half. We'll see if Swick will make it the last possession of the half. Horace on the wing. Holding on to it. 7 seconds. Launches a fadeaway. Missed it. Rebound. Brigham had it out his hand. Huskies have it with 2-1. Here comes the heave. Won't even shoot it. And that will be a 29-point advantage for Swick going into halftime. 60-31 for the Blue Storm. And not a bad first half at all. Swick leads by 29 and the largest lead of 31. Halftime report coming up here in just a few minutes from Southwestern Illinois College. We'll break down this first half, get you numbers for it when we come back. This is Swick Men's Basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College.
College kids, I mean, you can't see it. Also, but yeah, they could be like somebody. Maybe not experience, go to gravel, a lot of times pressing, old man's legit, they can pass me across.
at the half. Swick holding on to a 29-point advantage, 60-31 after leading by as many as 32 in the first half. We'll give it a halftime 60-31. Steven Stockwith, let's get the score numbers for you. And we'll start off with Swick as they lead by 29 here at the half. The leading scorer is the sophomore out of Peoria, Illinois. We're at number 11 this year. I'm used to it. We're at number 4. We're getting there. After a half of basketball, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. He's got 16 points. Quad shooting 5 for 11 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line. He's got 16. 13 points for Matthew Elsey, who's in second, 6 for 7 shooting the ball. He also has 2 rebounds added on there with a 2 assists, actually. 2 assists and 5 steals for Matthew Elsey on the defensive side. Third double-digit scorer is a sophomore out of Collinsville, Nick Horace. He's got 10. He was able to make 2 threes. He's 4 for 6, 2 for 3 from 3. Then the double-digit or single-digit scores for Swick. 2 scorers with 5. Julian Mercado and then Braden Klein. He's knocked out a 3. 3 points for Dustin Collins, who knocked out a 3, and John Brigham. 2 points for 2 scorers, Jamari Weisinger and Elliot Tilakili, and then 1 point for Zach Chambers. Only one who has not scored. Everyone has appeared in this game has scored, but a couple of guys that have not appeared yet have not scored yet for the Blue Storm. Over the other side for the Huskies, they're led by 2 scorers tied with 8. That's going to be Chris Artis and Riante Walker. That's going to be followed by 5 points for 5 points for Nicholas Sakarin. 3 points for 2 different scorers, Kazan Robinson and Tyson Thompson, and then wrapping things out for the Huskies, 2 scorers with 2. That's going to be Rickbarian Wallace and Christian Tanios. Couple numbers, Swick is plus 14 to the points off turnovers, 24-10 as they forced 21 turnovers, 15 steals, 5 for Matthew Elsey, 3 for Nick Horace, 3 for Quan Little, and also added with 1 each was BK and Dustin Collins and Elliot Tilakili. Swick has also went plus 20 points in the paint, 32-12. And when you got Matthew Elsey getting down there, you got Quan Little with a couple layups. Those add up. Nick Horace has got a couple as well. Plus 9 in the second chance points, 12-3. And when you look at second chance points, Swick had 13 offensive rebounds compared to just 17 total rebounds for SEMO Prep in the first half. Nick Horace leading the way. He's got 3 offensive boards. Swick went plus 1 bench points, 14-13. As they win the rebound total 24-17 with 11 defensive boards added in there as well. Swick is shooting 55% from the field in that first half, 23 for 42, 6 for 16 from 3, 38%. They'll have to try to get the free throw number up, though, 8 for 17, just 47% from the free throw line in the first half. On the other side for SEMO Prep, 9 for 26, 35% from the field, 2 for 13 from 3, 15%, and 11 for 15 from the line, 73% for the Huskies. Swick with 15 assists and 10 turnovers, and they have scored 60 points in the first half. I mean, they scored, what they score, 120, 113 on Saturday. They're on pace to break that. We'll try to on pace for 120. That would I'll take that as well. When you're averaging over 100 points in the first 2 games, you like to think you're doing something right. Swick shot over 52% on Saturday. They're up to 55 here in the first half. Swick is halfway home, looking to their first 2-0 start since 2022, and they might be able to get there. You know, they're going to play well for another 20 minutes, but a 29-point lead, that always helps when you have a huge lead. Swick's been playing well tonight. 60-31 is your score at the half. We're about less than 5.5 minutes away from the start of the second half, and we'll have it for next here from Southwestern Illinois College. 29-point lead as we begin the second half. Steven Stockley with Swick this season 1-0 when taking a lead at a halftime. I'd like to make it 2-0. Swick is in gray jerseys, white numerals, blue text with blue storm in the front. It'll be Nick Horace, Matthew Elsey, Quan Little, Jamari Weisinger, Julian Rigato out there for the Blue Storm to start the second half. They will move right to left. The Huskies, the SEMO Prep, will move left to right. They're in red jerseys with white text with SEMO Prep in the front. Black numerals as it will be Chris Artis, Rigbarian Wallace, Jared Staple Jr., Derek Johnson Jr., and Riante Walker out there for the Huskies. They have it first, moving left to right, down by 29. Swick's largest lead is 32. They'll throw it out the wing, out in the left key. Swick this season 1-0, try to make it 2-0. That one's going to be thrown away. Julian Rigato gets it to Jamari Weisinger all the way. Lamp missed it. Offensive board, clean up, yes. There's aisle number 23 again. I think we might be saying that a lot this season. We're going to have a lot of cleanups down there. Elsey with 15. He gets the score going for Swick. Here in the second half, he's 1 point short of Quan Little's lead of 16 on the night. Huskies bringing it back. Swick last year had a scare with SEMO Prep in this game. Went to overtime, 91-86. Going to be no scares tonight. No worries. Huskies going to chuck up a three as the shot clock goes down. Airballed it. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. And Swick will get it with 19:02 to go here in the second half. Swick will get a test in their next game. They won't play to, I believe, next Tuesday at home. That'll be against Moberly Area Community College. Moberly, a really good team, and it'll be a big test, third game of the season. That will be Tuesday night here at Swick at 7 o'clock. Will be a pregame show at 6:45 on the air. Talk about this one, of course, and get you previewed for that one. That's going to be a big one. I think it'll be a big test to see where Swick is at this year. I think this is going to be a bunch that can really win some big games. Obviously, you saw a lot of very winnable games last year for Swick. We're going to get an offensive foul that was called underneath. It's going to be called against, they call Little for that? Who is 15? 12? I'm not sure who 15 is. Who they called that against. I want to say that might have been against Elsey. Then it's whoever, I don't know. We don't have a 15 out there. Swick with the steal. Throw it up for Julio. Jam time! The sophomore at Italy throws down the one-handed flush. 64-31. Here's the three-point. That one's going to be no good. Rebounded by Weisinger. Gets it across the timeline. Swick by 33, their largest lead. Elsey inside. Triple team. And it's going to be stolen away. Huskies will bring it back. On a fast break, they got a 3-on-1. Horace tips the pass. Off the deflection, Huskies track it down. We'll go left block out in the key. Drive it inside on the way. Ball comes loose. Elsey with the steal. Brings it back for Horace. It's a 3-on-2. Nicky Tony all the way. Got it. Whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good. Nick Horace all the way. Horace with his first second half points. He's got 12. And we'll look to make it 13 for the free throw line. Had a lot of losses last year. I think Swick down at the wire could have won. You look at Johnny Logan at their place. If you don't have that collapse in the first half, you're not trying to climb out of such a big hole. Lincoln Trail in that last game of the regular season. Wabash Valley at home, how about, or even away too. Both of those games are very winnable going back to last year. How about Ren Lake here at home? I mean, those are already 3 or 4 or 5 wins that could have went Swick's way. That's already 20 wins, and you're no longer a 7 seed of the region tournament. So it's Swick, with the experience this year, I really think you can pull those out. And if you can pull those out, I think you're gonna have a good year. Those are games that Swick would have liked back. Free throw is no good. In and out. Elsey offensive board. Put back, yes! Another cleanup for Matt. He's got 17. Now he's overtaken the scoring lead. 2 minutes into the second half. Head fake will go inside. Passes deflected. Another turnover. Elsey bringing it back. Drive it all the way. Puts it up. Got it! Elsey with 19. It Swick's up to 70. 70-31, 17 and a half to go. And there's Weisinger. Almost stole it away, threw it back to a Husky player. Now a wide open 3. Bang, got it. Chris Artis with 11. He's the first double-digit score tonight for SEMO Prep. Horace will hand it off to Jamari Weisinger. Number 12 will bring it across the timeline. I don't know if Weisinger was number 12 last year. I don't think he was. Forget what number Jamari was. Elsey, mid-range, jump no good. Horace offensive board. He's been busy in that department, and he comes down drawing the whistle. See what they're going to call there. It's going to go with Gibbs Johnson Jr. for the Huskies. Little will have it on the baseline. We'll throw it for Weisinger. Jamari up top for Little. Now around for Elsey. Back to Little. Good, launch a pull-up three. Missed it too short at the front of the rim. Rebound SEMO Prep. They'll bring it back across the timeline. They get it across here with Chris Artis. And a whistle bucket good. I'm not sure they're going to call it, though, as they're going to be on the floor. They will call it whistle foul, count the basket, it's good. Nick Horace called for the foul as the bucket was good for Derek Johnson Jr. And the free throw after the end one's no good. Regatta pulls down the board. 16:35 to play. In the half, stolen away, a steal for Artis, bringing it back all the way. Jam time, two-handed flush. He's got 13 for the Huskies, leading them in scoring. This will be with Weisinger. Has it on the left key near the half-court logo. Has it up top volleyball line. Gets a screen from Julio. Picked up the dribble out to Regatta up top now around the horn for Horace. Gives it for Elsey near the right block. Ball fake. Gives it for Little. Wide open three. Missed it. Rebound tipped out. Horace was the one that did it, but it went right to SEMO's Robertson. Now kick out wide open right corner three. That one's going to brick. Rebounded Horace out of his hands and draws the foul. And that will send us to the under 16 media timeout. 70-38 here in the second half. We're back in a moment. This is Swick men's basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. $15:53 to play. 15:53 to play in the second half. We'll come back. Swick will move right to left. Regatta, Elsey, Klein, Weisinger, and first appearance tonight for the freshman at Oakland, Illinois, number 4, Deontay Montgomery Jr. They'll throw it for BK. And he'll give it off to Jamari at the half-court logo right to the right of it. 10 of the shot clock. Weisinger driving, gets past the defender, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Elsey out of his hands, and the Huskies will have it. Matthew gets in there, man. I don't know how he does it. There's some plays where I'm like, how are you trying to get the rebound? I don't know how you do it. There's a steal. BK came away with it. Now it's up for Elsey on the left wing. He'll throw it up top for Klein. Now up top, Montgomery goes inside. Julio, he's going to fall down as he caught the ball. Draw the contact. He was brought down with SEMO Prep's Derek Johnson Jr. And Swick will have it on the baseline. Already the 5th team foul. with not even 5 minutes into the second half for SEMO Prep. Might be a long second half here of shooting free throws. And then we're going to get another foul as Elsie hit the deck. That's going to be number 6 on an off-ball foul. Got a wet spot, too, that Julia Orgato is going to wipe up here at the towel. Montgomery Jr. will have it on the left part of the baseline now. 20 on the shot clock, 15:06 on the game clock. Montgomery waiting to get it in. Throws it in for Elsie, just puts it up, and he got it. Matthew Elsie with 21 points on the night. First score to get to that number. Here's Jamari Weiser with the steal. Missed the dunk. Come on, Jamari. Come on. I've seen him throw it down a lot at Collinsville, and I'll pick on him a little bit. As SEMO Prep will get it back. And he can throw it down, man. He was really good. I can't tell you how, when you had Chambers and Horace with Weisinger out there on the floor, they're going to call Julio for the foul, by the way. It's going to be his third. But hold on, no. Wait, what? Swick's going to have free throws out of this. I don't know where we're at now. I don't know where we're at. But Quan Little's got free throws coming. Okay. Hey, I'll take it, right? I'll take it. Anyway, though, when you had those three out there on the floor at Collinsville, man, it was scary when we had to play against that at Belleville East, calling the games for them. When we played Collinsville, it was always scary. Free throw, it was 1-1, by the way. That's why Little was shooting free throws. It's no good. And then we had an over-the-back call on Swicks. Now the Huskies will have it left to right. They'll bounce pass it in here to Walker. Throws it up. Huskies moving all the way. Layup good for Chris Artis. He's got 15. 72-40, 32-point game. Swicks largest lead at 34. Little on the left wing. Gives it for Elsie up top. Matt holding on to it. Gives it back to Montgomery Jr. He had it stolen away. Huskies will get it. They'll throw it up. Drive it all the way. It's Robertson. Bounce pass. Blocked and a foul. As Artis tried to put it up, had it denied. Matthew Elsie going to be called. And I think I got him for number 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what they got down there. They had 2 in the first half, and I think it's his second here in the second half. First free throw is good. Artis down with 16. He started to take the game over on SEMO Prep side. Made of both. He's got 17. They've done a pretty solid job for the line tonight. 11 for 15 in that first half. Little in the corner for Julio. Inside the 2-point line. Now gets it a little, driving for the left key. Trying to throw it underneath, and a foul on his drive. With 14:06 to play in the ball game. That will be called on SEMO's number 5, I want to say. And it's a 1-1 coming for Little. Missed the first free throw. 4 for 5 total in the night. And the first one is good for Quan. He'll be rewarded with another. He's got 17. Second one is good. Quan with them both. Up to 18 on the night. And SEMO triggered in here. Getting it on a bounce pass. Here come the Huskies, bringing it back across the timeline. Swick pressure it here as they get it across with Artis. Hands it off to Robertson on the left key. Under 14 minutes to go in the ball game. 74-42. driving, kick out, corner, up top to the key, 12 of the shot clock, all the way to the basket, throw to the right block, ball is loose, and BK fighting for it, still a fight for the ball, and let's see what we're going to get here, and someone has got teed up. And a technical foul given. We'll see what that's going to go against. And it looks like it's going to go against Swick. And that's going to go on Swick's. Who's number 10? We don't have a number 10 out there. Not sure who they called it on. Unless it's against SEMO. It is going to be against SEMO. That's going to go against Walker, and that will send Quan Little back to the free throw line. He was just there. First free throw for Little is good. He's got 19. He's 2 away from Elsey from tying the scoring lead tonight. He will get Swick their largest lead, ties their largest lead at 34. With his second free throw, Little has 20. He will come out. Julio will come out. Brigham and Weisinger back into the ball game. (76-42), and it's Swick basketball. Moving right to left. Montgomery, 13:40 to go, walking across the timeline. Throws it for BK on the sideline. Brigham in the corner, going to be double team. They're going to say stepped out of bounds, turned it over. Had him double teamed to the corner, was trying to find a man, and time ran out, stepped out. Huskies will throw it in on the sideline, bringing it up here. Falling down, losing the ball was Johnson, and Elsey will recover. Montgomery for Weisinger, back to Matt all the way, layup good. Matthew Elsey with 23 on the night. Same number of points as his jersey number. Then we're going to get a foul. That's going to go against Elsey. Elliot Tilakili will come in. I think they got him at Elsey with 4, so I was 1 ahead there. He will come out with that 4th personal. Can't avoid him fouling out. He might be out for a little bit. 13:10 to go. 78-42. Both teams in the 1-1. SEMO Prep bringing it. We'll throw it out. Little head fake. Drive it all the way. Layup. That's going to be no good, but a foul. And they will get John Brigham on it. That's his first. And free throws coming here for the Huskies. Christian Tanios will have them. 13:02 to play. First one is good. Tanios with 3 on the night. And second one, before it's good, we have a whistle. It's going to go against SEMO Prep, I believe. The free throw will be no good. Keeley drive it on the baseline, draws the foul. See what we're going to get. That's going to go against SEMO's Tyson Thompson. That's going to be his second. And I don't know what we have here now. Could be double bonus for BK. That's the 10th team foul. Yeah, Braden Klein will shoot the free throws here. It's going to be 2 of them with Swick being in the double bonus. That is the 5th foul on Thompson, by the way, so he has fouled out for SEMO. Free throw good for BK. Goes 1 for 2. Huskies will bring it back. Swick leading by 36, their largest lead of the night up to this point. 12:50 to play. Huskies driving inside. We're going to get a foul. As driving there was Artis. It's going to be the 17th foul on Swick. It'll be a 1-and-1. They'll get Montgomery Jr. That's going to be his first. Be a 1-and-1. First one here is no good. Rebounded by Weisinger. Up for Montgomery Jr. He's looking to go on the board. Full head of steam all the way to the basket. Good! Montgomery Jr. all the way. Draws the foul. Little contact there. Whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good. And Swick up to 81 points now here in the second half. 81-43 the score. Deontay Montgomery Jr. at the line to shoot a free throw. Went 3 for 4 on Saturday. He'll go 1 for 1 here. He's got 3 points. Swick now off to 10-11 total scores on the night. 82-43. Swick has now made it a 39-point lead. 12:20 to go, again close to the under 12. Dustin College jumping up and found a ball. Stole it away, but it's kind of almost thrown right to him. Montgomery, throw it inside for Brigham all the way. We're going to get a travel as he caught it, then went down with it and walked. Back with SEMO Prep as it will be here with Derek Johnson Jr. Pass across the timeline. Kick out of the way. Here comes a catch and shoot three. Bang, got it. As Walker will make it 11. He's the second double-digit scorer tonight. Driving all the way is Weisinger, no good, but a foul. And that will take us to the under 12 media timeout. Free throws coming for Jamari when we return. 82-46 the score for Swick. We're back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. Jamari knocks down the first. 3 points on the night for Weisinger. Went 1 for 1 for the free throw line Saturday. Jamari's second will stay perfect. Weisinger with 4, Swick leading by 38. 84-46. Huskies will bring it back here with Johnson Jr. Trying to get around Weisinger. Will hand it off. Gives it off to Walker. Walker, pounce pass inside, deflected, stays on, puts it up, going to be no good. I believe it was deflected. Here's Jamari Weisinger, our chance. There's the dunk, Jamari. There he is. Two-handed flush, jam time. He's got 6, 86-46, Swick by 40, new largest lead. Here's a pull-up shot, no good. Rebounded by Montgomery. 11:15 to play. Gets around a couple defenders. Throws it for Keely inside. And we're going to get a travel. It's going to go against Swick. And it'll go back to the Huskies. 11-11 remaining here in the ballgame. The chorus will check back in. And Swick will take a timeout. We're back in a moment, 11:10 to go. This is Swick men's basketball here from Southwestern Illinois College. Never mind, we're not going to have a timeout. We will not have a timeout, 11:10 to go. SEMO Prep will throw it in. Dustin Collins gets a hand on it, stolen away. Now pass for Montgomery. Deflected out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Swick. And SEMO Prep will get it back. Robertson will bring it across the timeline. Going left to right. We'll throw it off now on the wing. Bounce pass inside. Trying to fight for his Keely. Cannot. We're going to have a whistle. It's going to go against Swick's Keely. That's going to be his second. 1-1 as it's the 8th team foul. Delaney Ritterfield will come and shoot a free throw, maybe two. Get that first one to go. And he missed it. Rebounded by Swick and then lost out of bounds off of SEMO. And Swick will stay with it. 10:56 to play, almost halfway home in the second half. Haven't seen much of Nick Horace in the second half. He's out there. He'll give it off to Montgomery. He'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it off to Collins on the left wing. He gets a screen. Trying to dribble around the contact. Drive it all the way. Puts it up. Missed it. Offensive board. Put back. Yes. Now I want to say Collins may have those either Collins or Brigham. I don't know whose hand it went off of. SEMO Prep will bring it back. They'll kick it out of the wing. Fake the pass. Now inside. Drive it all the way. Layup no good. Horace will get the rebound. 88-46. Swick by 42. Just continuing to build that largest lead. Montgomery, 10:15 to play. Across the timeline. Drives all the way. No good, but a foul. And he'll shoot two free throws. Zach Chambers getting ready to come in. We're also going to see first appearance out of the freshman wing in Justin Bowen. He'll come in here after the first free throw by Montgomery Jr. And his first one is good. He's got 4 on the night. Keely and Brigham will come out for those two. See if Chambers can get a field goal here. He's the only one that's not made a field goal yet tonight. And then Bowen now coming in would be the second guy. And the free throw is good on the second for Montgomery. He's off the 5 on the night. 90-46. We're backing off as they saw a lot in that first half. Some full court pressure. It's going to start at half court here on this possession. Huskies will throw it to the corner. Catch and shoot 3. Bang, got it. Chris Artis with 20. He's got a 20-piece. 90-49. Collins will hand it off to Montgomery. Across the timeline. Has it on the right wing. Will throw it for Chambers, right block. Back it down. Man falls down. Wide open layup, and it's pretty easy for King Zach down low. He's got 3. Halfway home in the second half. That's a steal. Throw it up for Bowen all the way. Layup good. Everyone tonight that has appeared has scored and has made a bucket. How about that? Layup down the other way. Good for Tanios. He's got 5. 94-51. Montgomery bringing it across the timeline. Up top. As on the left key, drives all the way. Layup missed it. Rebounded by SEMO Prep. That Horace will tip it out of bounds. He went up a row or two in the bleachers getting to that one. It'll be out of bounds, and SEMO Prep will have it on the sideline. Rogato will check in. Dustin Collins will come out for him. Julio with 7 on the night so far. Huskies get it in. They will do a little spin for the free throw line. Drive, layup, no good. We went off the glass. Horace bringing it back. Throws it up for Bowen, layup good. Bowen with the last 4. 8:50 to play. Swick up by 45, tying their largest lead of the night. Swick bringing it back, and then we're going to whistle. It's going to go against SEMO's number 5. It's going to go against Robertson. That's his second. And Swick will have it right. No, sorry, it's a foul. And if we're in the double bonus, we'll have 2 free throws instead. I was going to say right in front of the scores table. No, that's 10 fouls. So Deontay Montgomery Jr. back to the line. Went 2 for 2 in his last trip. He's got 5 points on the night total in his first one. Is good, make it 6. Swick still with 3 double-digit scores. That's Elsie with 23, Little with 20, and Horace with 12. Montgomery, second one will miss. Was too short at the front of the rim. SEMO Prep throwing it up, drive it all the way. Layup no good. Chambers there in the contest. Horace on the rebound. Montgomery across the timeline. Hands it off to Horace. Thought about a pull-up 3. Now Montgomery going for Julio inside. Going to put it up. No good, but a foul. Comes with 8:24 to play the game. Julio Regato at the line. And the first one no good for Julio. 1 for 3 now on the night. Trying to get back to 50% on this one. And he got it. He's off to 8. 2 for 4. 98-51. Huskies bringing it back up top. Almost stole it away. SEMO Prep there. Now going to launch a 3 ball. Bang. Got it. Nicholas Sharon. He's got 8. 98-54. Montgomery inside for Chambers. Lamp good. Chambers with 5. And Swick's hit 100. As our next dead ball will send us to the under 8 media timeout. 100-54. And we'll have that dead ball come now as we get a whistle for a foul. And that will send us to the under 8. 100-54. Swick leads by 46. Their second largest lead of the night. We're back in a moment here from Southwestern Illinois College. First free throw out of the immediate timeout's good for Montgomery Jr. He's got 7. We're up to a 47-point lead, tying our largest. Let's see if we can make it a new largest lead, and it is. Montgomery with 8. Got the second one to go. It's a 48-point advantage. 7:50 to play. And we're going to whistle. What do we have? Inbounded from the sideline. I think they were trying to check the clock if it was runner on. It was. I think we're all good. We're all good. They're going to inbound it. Go to the backcourt here for Artis. Collins pressured up with Horace. He'll throw it out near the sideline. Back out, up top now, kick out left corner. Here comes a catch and shoot three. That one is going to be a little bit too short as Regano pulls down the rebound. Here comes Montgomery. Speeding across the timeline. Throws it for Collins. Missed the dunk. He was open, got his own offensive board. Now going to put it up, had it denied. Huskies will bring it back, a 2-on-2. Driving all the way. Zach with the rejection. Oh my goodness. Mr. Chambers, you already know what I'm about to say. He said, no, no, no. He said, no, no, no. Threw it to the sideline to the corner. So SEMO Prep will have it on the inbound. They'll throw it in on a bounce pass near the corner. Bringing it up top, 20 on the shot clock. That one near the half-court line, deflected. SEMO Prep with it. Going to be a 5-on-2. Kick out right wing, three-pointer. Missed it, offensive board. Put it up for second chance, good for Tanios. He's got 7. Swick bringing it back quickly with Horace. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Collins, little spin all the way. Layup missed it. SEMO Prep on the rebound. They will bring it back. Cross the timeline. Pass almost stolen away. Goes right to a wide open Husky. And a three-pointer good for Nicholas Sakarin. He's got 11. Third double-digit score tonight for SEMO Prep. 102-59. 6:30 to play in the game. Montgomery Jr. looks to the sideline. Gets the call, and he dribble up top. Bounce pass to Nicky Tony. Free throw. They're giving him space to pull it. Missed it. Rebounded by SEMO Prep. It's a shot Nick usually makes all the time. I feel like that's one of his favorite jumpers. Is that from the elbow free throw line. Drive it all the way. Layup no good by Ritterfield. Collins bringing it back. 6 minutes to play. 102-59. We're going to get a foul. And it will go against SEMO, and that will send Dustin Collins to the line. 3 points on the night, knocked down to 3 in that first half. Collins' first one coming. Good. He's got 4. Bowen and Tilakili will come in. Julio and Nick will come out. Second one, Collins. Got it. Got 5 points, 2 for 2 in the night from the line. And there is Montgomery, easy steal to the basket. Easy reads for Dante Montgomery Jr., two-handed flush. He's got 10. And Chambers almost stole that ball. Huskies with it, then lose out of bounds off of Swick. 5:39 to go. And Chambers jumped up trying to make a play on that one. Zach's got that vertical, 6'9". He's already got the height. We'll throw it out in the left key. 18 on the shot clock, driving inside. Tanios, pull-up shot, no good. Swick on the board, 106-59, 5:30 to go. Montgomery will bring it across the timeline, going right to left. Trying to throw it for Collins, almost stolen away. Dusted inside, pull-up shot, got it. He's got 7, the freshman at Centralia. SEMO bringing it back all the way. Layup good for Tanios. SEMO Prep, 108-61 on the bucket there. Montgomery, 5 minutes to play on the dot in the game. Gets a screen up top, gives it off to Collins on the left key. Look at a screen from Chambers, back to Montgomery. He's making a little bit of a name himself here in the second half for Bowen in the corner. Drive it all the way to the basket, missed it. Offensive board, put back, yes. Elliot Tisakile with 4. And it's 110-61. There's a three-pointer, missed it. Rebounded by Collins, and Swick will slow it down. 4:33 to play in the ball game. Collins, pull-up shot, got it. He's got 9. He might enter double digits here real quick. He's got 6 in the second half, and when I say 6 in the second half, I say Swick 6 in the last probably 3 or 4 minutes for Swick here. 112-61. That's going to be a travel. Oh, they're going to get a foul before that, though. We are going to get a foul to Collins before the travel. It's going to be Collins' third. So Collins will come out. Same thing with Montgomery. Weisinger and Klein back in with 4:05 to go. Free throw is good for Chris Artis. He's now made it 21 of the night. Second one coming, try to go 2 for 2, and he does. Next dead ball will send us to the under 4. Immediate timeout, 4:05 to play. Weisinger will bring it across the timeline. We'll give it off to BK on the left key in the corner. Bowen for 3, hits the deck, no good. Rebound, Chambers couldn't hold on to it. It was just a little bit out of reach of his hands. Huskies bringing it back. Will kick out. Drive, it's Tadio, stolen away. BK throwing it for Weisinger. Off the glass, jam time! Bowen. Yes, sir, with 6. 114-63. SEMO Prep bringing it back. We'll have it on the left key. We'll throw it out on the wing. Almost stolen away. And inside the paint, almost lost it again. We'll throw it out to the corner. Wide open 3. Bang, got it for Robertson. He's got 6, knocking out his second 3 ball. Swick will slow it down. Next dead ball, the under 4 media timeout. 114-66. BK in the corner for Bowen. Now kicks it to Chambers. He's going to shoot it off the glass. No good. I didn't know Zach can shoot mid-ranges from the right elbow. We're going to get a foul. That's going to send us to the under 4 media timeout. There'll be 2 shots coming up as a foul will go against Bowen. And we'll have that when we return out of the media. Are we going to take it, though? We got 2:47 left. I don't think we're going to take it, actually. Or will we? We will not. All right. First free throw is too strong, as Montgomery will check back in. Justin Bowen will come out. Both free throws no good. Rebound will go out of bounds. It's going to go off of Swick, so SEMO Prep will keep it. 114-66 is the score in this ball game. Huskies will throw it in towards the corner. We'll have it out in the left wing. Bounce pass, move it inside. It's going to be a travel. And the Huskies will turn it back over. Come back to the Blue Storm. Montgomery will have it. Give it off to Weisinger. Throws it for Teal-Keeley inside. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebounded by SEMO Prep, and then we're going to get another foul. Got both teams in the double bonus, so it's going to be free throws. Still got 2:26 to go in this ball game. Swick is going to get a 2-0 start. Second win of the season, 2-0. It'll be their first 2-0 start for the Blue Storm since 2022. First one is good. And the second's no good. 114-67, Montgomery. We'll bring it across the timeline. 2:15 to go. Throw it out for BK. Klein up top for Weisinger. Out right. Here comes a three. Montgomery. Missed it. I haven't seen that many three-pointers attempted in the second half by Swick. We'll see if that number's, my thought is true on that. So haven't attempted that many. We attempted 16 of them in the first half, but I don't think that's going to be anywhere close to the second. It might be. I think we might have attempted a few early, but the last 10 minutes or so, no, we have not attempted many threes at all. It's been just driving to the basket. And, well, we had a plus 20 points in the paint in that first half. Huskies will have it on the right baseline. 1:56 to go before we can officially call it ball game. And Swick is at 114. They've already matched and +1 what they scored on Saturday. Ended up having 125 in their season opener win over Mobap last year. That's the last time they scored that many points in a ball game. We'll see what we can do with less than 2 minutes left. We're 11 away from that. We'll see if we get there. Inside on the right block. Swick jumping, put it up, no good. Rebound loose, and a whistle. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Huskies, and the Blue Storm will get it back. Montgomery across the timeout, throw it for Bowen. In the corner. Back out to Montgomery on the wing. Inside for Collins on a bounce pass. 90 seconds to go. Gets away from traffic, then puts up a runner. Airballed it. Offensive board. Put back. Yes. Justin Bowen with 8. All coming here in the second half. Huskies bringing it back. Driving. Pull-up shot. Got it. For the mid-range for Artis. He's got 24. He leads the game in scoring for both sides. Less than 70 seconds to play. Montgomery in the corner. Gives it off to Collins. Less than 60 seconds to go now. Here's a three. That one's going to brick from Montgomery. SEMO Prep on the rebound. They'll bring it back. On the sideline, try to keep it in, but couldn't. Was Ritterfield. It'll go back to the Blue Storm. .50 seconds to go. Jamari will give it for Collins. Free throw line. Jumper. Got it. The rim kept that one in. It looked like the ball wanted to go out. Collins is into double figures. Up to 5 double-digit scorers tonight. Elsie with 23. Little with 20. Horace with 12. Collins with 11. Montgomery Jr. with 10. Pull-up 3. That one's going to brick too strong from SEMO Prep. And the shot clock will be turned off. 23 seconds to go. And Swick does not have to shoot anything. They can let this one run out, and they will. 118 to 69 the final. Swick will start 2-0 on the season with 2 100-point games. 2-0 here in the 2025-2026 campaign. 118-69 the final for Swick. 2-0 in the air, 2-0 in the home floor. We're back in a moment to talk about it next. Welcome back here to Southwestern College. Welcome in our Swick basketball post-game show. The Blue Storm will start 2-0 for the first time since 2022 as they knock off the Huskies of SEMO Prep College to start 2-0 by a final of 118-69. Here joined by assistant coach Ryan Lacefield. Coach, good to be back talking with you this season, man. We're officially in the month of November. It's getting dark outside, which only means one thing: it's basketball season.
Yeah, we're excited. I know we talked earlier, and we're excited to be back and excited to have you back, and it is the season.
So you guys get the win, 2-0 on the year. Talk about this one. Obviously, when you're playing, these prep JV schools, you're going to get kind of lopsided numbers where the scoring really takes over. But 118 points, you really can't complain about that.
Yeah, we in our first game, going back to the first game on Saturday, we struggled sometimes at defense, but we know kind of with what we're wanting to do and how we're wanting to play this year that with our pressing and our personnel that we should be able to get out and run and score a lot of points, and we might give up a few easy ones here and there, but we know hopefully to keep wearing those team down and keep going from that.
Well, you saw 5 double-digit scores tonight. Matthew Elsey with 23, Quan with 20, Nicholas with 12. Dustin Collins with 11, Dante Montgomery Jr. with 10. When you have games like that, obviously scoring's really good. And so far, what we've seen out of the first two, Matt's been the guy that's leading the way. He had 20 points on Saturday. He has 23 tonight. I mean, you expect him probably to be the number one guy every night scoring the basketball?
Yeah, I mean, returning as a sophomore, all conference, all region last year. Matt, he knows what his role is, and he knows what he needs to do to keep getting better every day, and what he needs to do to help this team succeed and keep moving in the right direction. But definitely Matt's in a great spot right now and helping this team do great things.
You guys were able to shoot 53% from the field. You guys went 44 for 83, and you ended up having 70 points in the paint. And one thing you kind of saw in that second half, obviously you guys did not make a three in the second half, but only had 5 attempts. You guys kept driving to the basket. Points in the paint, looks like that's going to be a huge thing scoring the basketball this year for you guys.
Yeah, obviously, with Julio and Zach coming back, just another year under their belt, they're going to be stronger, better in there. We're excited to see that. And then having the addition of John in there and, even Elliot, Dustin, Justin, guys like that, all going to contribute as the season goes along and they keep getting up to speed with everything.
Speaking of the paint, 51 total rebounds. You guys won the rebound battle by 17, 21 offensive boards. And we had this conversation a couple times last year. When we rebounded well, we had a really good shot at winning games. I think that's going to be the same case this year because you guys won the rebound battle Saturday and you win it again here. When you have 21 offensive boards, man, you got a lot of things to do with the ball and second chance points. You guys had 22 second chance points tonight as well.
Yeah, always a point of emphasis. That's actually something we talked about today before we started during our film session, just talking about our rebounds, where we want to be, stuff like that, and how we're going to keep working on that and getting better with that.
You guys will get a big test in your next game, which I believe is Tuesday here at home, Moberly area, which is a team you guys lost to last year. They're always really good, and that's going to be the first test this season. How do you guys continue playing well? Obviously 2 wins, 2-0, but now you're getting a real test Tuesday. How do you guys continue the success going into next week where you're going to get a very good ball club? Yeah,
we're going to build off this win tonight. And just keep working at practice. We know Moberly's a good team. We saw them at Jamborees this offseason, this preseason, I should say. We know some of their personnel, some of their guys. So I know the guys are ready. I know us as a staff, we're ready. We're excited for that one. But it'll be a tough next week of practice for these guys and to get us ready.
Coach, good to talk with you.
Yes,
Number
sir.
1 of the season. Hoping for many more this year.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Back in a moment. First talk with the assistant coach, Ryan Lacefield, this season after a win. Always good to talk with him. And, when him and I talk, that means we won a basketball game, which is why it's always good to talk with him. Swick wins by 49 after leading by as many as 51 in the ball game. 118-69 the final, 2-0 to start the year. And numbers, you kind of heard me talk a little bit. Let's start the scoring-wise. Matthew Elsey with 20 points leading the way. Quan Little, he had 20, 12 points for Nick Horace, 11 points for Dustin Collins, 10 points for Dante Montgomery Jr., 8 points for both Justin Bowen and Julio Regato, 6 points for Jamari Weisinger and Brandon Klein, who knocked down a 3 tonight. 5 points for Zach Chambers, 4 points for Elliot Tisakili, and 3 points for John Brigham. Everyone that appeared in the ball game did score and did make a field goal for Southwestern Illinois. Over the other side, Chris Artis led the way for the Huskies. He had 24, 2 scores with 11. That's going to be Nicholas Sakarin and Rayante Walker. 9 points for Christian Tanios. 6 points, for Kasaitan Robertson. He knocked down 2 threes. 3 points for Tyson Thompson. 2 points for Ruckberry and Wallace, and 1 point for Isaac Macott. Swick shot 53% from the field, 44 from 83. Did not make a three-pointer in the second half with 6 for 21, 29%, and picked it up free throw shooting-wise after going just 47% for the line in the first half. Finished with 76% and shot 63% total, going 24 for 38. Swick, as I mentioned, with Coach, had 51 total rebounds, 21 offensively, plus 17 there. Nick Horace with the double-double tonight. He led the way with 11 rebounds, and he also put up 4 assists and 4 steals. Swick had 29 steals, forcing 39 turnovers, 8 steals for Matthew Elsey. Man, what a game from him. 10 for 13 from the field as well. And he had a couple guys with 3 as well. That's Braden Klein, Dante Montgomery Jr., Dustin Collins, Quan Little. Nick Horace also with 4 steals, as I mentioned. Swick had 25 assists to 18 turnovers, 8 of them for Jamari Weisinger. You got Dylan Craven, who's out. Jamari saying, hey, I can run point guard a little bit. He put up 8 assists tonight for Swick in this win. All right, well, also an enhanced scoring, by the way. Swick went plus 30 points off turnovers, 49-19, plus 46 points in the paint, 70-24, plus 17 second chance points, 22-5, plus 17 bench points, 49-32, as Swick gets the win, 118-69. Swick went plus 29 in the first half and plus 20 in the second half. 2-0 to start the season, and we're looking for 3-0 against Mobile Area on Tuesday, which is going to be a very interesting ball game. They're a very solid ball club. They always are. We lost to them last year. They were ranked at the time, I believe. I can't remember if they're ranked this year. They're definitely a top 40 team, though, in the country. If they're not, it was a while since last time I looked at the the rankings. But let me actually look right now real quick, because I looked at it when they originally came out. And obviously, you saw Vince Sids up there, who Swick will get later on. I think Johnny Logan's one of those teams that's receiving votes as well. So Mobile Area, though, is going to be a really strong test for us to see where we're at. They are 2-0. They have defeated Southeast Community College, and they just played Wabash the other day, winning by 13. So that's what you're going to get, another undefeated ball club and another really good team. I'm sure they're playing this weekend. Yeah, they got 2 games this weekend, and then they will play Swick on Tuesday here at Southwestern Illinois College. Trying to see here. 1 second here. I was trying to look at. What was I trying to look at here? The rankings. That's what I was trying to look at. Give me 1 second here. That's what I was trying to see, was the rankings. I want to see if they're ranked at all. Are they receiving votes? Middle Area is receiving votes. We're receiving votes. They are ranked 22. So, yeah, we will have a national ranked opponent. As long as they stay ranked through this first week, we'll have a national ranked opponent Tuesday here at Southwestern Illinois College. All right, that wraps it out here on a Wednesday night. First game for me of the season. And looking forward to game number 3 on Tuesday as Swick will start the year 2-0. It's always rough getting back to things, because college basketball, especially the JUCO level, is just a different animal to high school basketball or whatever. It's just so fast, it's sped up, and it takes a little bit to get into. But man, a lot of fun tonight, a lot of scoring, and nice win, 2-0. Good start to the year for Swick, and see if they can continue to build on it in 6 days. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Have a good week. Until next time I see you, I'll see you later.